Okay, thank you very much. When Angel approached me and told me, you want to do 10 minutes without any slides or video, I said, I'm not sure I can talk about video without showing videos, but I'm going to do my best, okay? First of all, let me tell you, I quit Google 3 months ago because I really saw an opportunity to help transform healthcare organizations through one very simple concept, is the intelligent use of digital, which is not the way we very often use digital in organizations. Secondly, because I am convinced through my double experience at Google and Johnson & Johnson that digital is going to play a key role in addressing some of the most pressing challenges the healthcare systems in Europe are coming to face in the next few years. So just as a forward. Today I want to talk to you or convince you about three things. I think one is very clear. Digital is playing a key role in how consumers make decisions about their healthcare. That's a no-brainer. The second is why video is fast becoming the key influencer when it comes to healthcare information. And finally, how can we approach the creation of a winning content strategy towards patients, healthcare professionals, and society in general. So let me start with the first. At Google, we used to say that technology has transformed consumer behavior. That's why we're here today. And we talked about the connected consumer. Okay? This connected consumer has faced a change in their behaviors through technology because they have become connected. Disconnected consumers have like 4 C's. The first one is, I'm permanently connected by all sorts of devices, 24/7. Secondly, I'm able to create content like never before because this has the power to create pictures, text, and videos very fast, and I can upload them very easily anywhere to make them accessible. Thirdly, this unlimited amount of content requires a lot of curation by our side. We have to filter all this information and share only what's relevant to the people we want to share it with. And finally, through digital means, we can connect to any community of interest or passions we might have, or with any community of healthcare sufferers or of geeks, around digital healthcare, which is my case. So this is actually key to understand, that digital is becoming the way in which consumers make more informed decisions in real time to take better decisions around healthcare. And that is happening today. There's no doubt. And this is very disruptive for many traditional healthcare organizations, which is normal. But in terms of how positive it is for consumers, you have to think that thanks to those digital interactions, there are millions of data points that we as a whole, society is collecting about every single thing that's happening, and this is transforming the way in which we manage healthcare and can transform your business models. I'm just going to give you a simple example from my past at Johnson & Johnson. We used to have the main flu medicine in the market, which is called Frenadol. Well, I showed them Google Flu Trends, which is a tool that allows them to predict how flu is going to expand throughout Spain or throughout any country in a given year, and they can adapt their media spend to the way in which the epidemic of flu is running every year, saving millions of euros if they do it correctly. So that's how digital can also bring a lot of value to your organizations. Now, second point, we all know video is the king of media. It has been for the last 50 years. But up to now, video was contained in a small box called TV, which we use at home, basically. Technology, what it has done, it has freed video from the power of TV, disrupting completely an entire industry, which is the traditional broadcast model of content creation and distribution. Now, any one of us can create content in any given subject and share it very easily so that any one of us can access it in real time, in any device, anywhere where we can stand, what we call video everywhere. And this has generated a real video revolution. Right now, in Spain alone, consumers are spending an average of around 30 minutes a day watching online video. And this online video is about anything you can think of. And of course about healthcare. And healthcare has become one of the key areas where consumers are looking to get their healthcare information. And this can be around symptoms, diseases, treatments, therapies, hospitals, doctors, and this can be created by anyone. So when you think about what type of content you can use, to create your messages, video has to become part of your strategy. And just let me finish with one thing. There is nothing that beats sight, sound, and motion when you're trying to create a message, you're trying to tell a story, you're trying to change perceptions, or you're trying to drive consumers to react to what your message is bringing. And finally, I'm going to talk about the strategy. Very often I get the same question. So, okay, I accept video is critical. So how do we go about winning in video? How can I connect with patients better with my video strategy? And here I always talk about two things. One thing is content creation, and one thing is content activation. Content creation is the art of crafting the right message, and getting it to the right people. And content activation, the creation would be how to create the right content. And activation would be how can I get that content in the hands of the right people and at the right time, okay? And this is critical that we understand that we cannot just make the right content and think that consumers are going to flock to find it, or patients. Why? Because just in YouTube, every minute there are more than 100 hours of content uploaded. As I always tell my wife, when she tells me not to upload videos of my kids, it's like, the problem is not uploading the content. The problem is for someone to find it among such a vast array of content, online. So that goes for the content creation part and the activation. I would say that you have to devote equal the amount of effort to creation and activation. This is like having a Ferrari. If you have a Ferrari and you have no petrol, you cannot get any fun out of it, okay? And I'm going to tell you a secret, and I was doubting if I was capable of actually giving away my best kept secret, is the formula to winning in this video environment. But I think I wanted to share it. It's very easy, okay? If you want to understand how to work around content creation and content activation, you have to think of the patient journey. This is something in the industry, especially in the generics industry, you're not very used to, okay? You think normally, my stakeholder is the healthcare professional, probably the pharmacist, and if anything, the public administration that actually grants me the opportunity to work with them. But you seldom think about the patient. And if I think about the patient journey, I can understand what is the content that is relevant for each patient at each time of their recovery journey. And secondly, I'm going to understand what are the touch points that I'm going to use. I'm going to give you an example. For example, if I've got pain in my knee, okay, I'm probably going to go online to Google and ask, hey Google, okay Google, tell me, why is my knee hurting, okay? And then I'll go to some site, maybe, Wikipedia, maybe some other stuff that takes me there, and my search will continue from there. I might also go to YouTube. I mean, YouTube is a great source also of information around why my knee might be hurting, okay? But, if I've gone to the doctor and I've been diagnosed with arthritis in my knee, and I'm trying to find information about the treatment he has recommended or an operation, or I've been just operated and I'm just recovering at home doing rehabilitation for my knee, I'm probably going to go to more specialized sources. I might even, there's maybe an arthritis association which I can actually, a site where I can go to get information. Or maybe I found there's, a doctor that's specialized in arthrosis that has fantastic videos in YouTube, and I subscribe to his channel and I get all updates on, testimonials of people that are actually recovering. So you have to think of this as the key, roadmap to develop the right content and to the right activation strategy. Whether it's Google search, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, you'll know if you understand what is the patient journey in every of the specific areas where your companies might be working. I have featured some stuff with diabetes. This is a video on diabetes done by a doctor. I think this is in Chile, okay? And this is important. This is a global battle for the audience. So, your competitors are not Teva, Ratio Pharma, whatever. Your competitors are whomever is producing content that is relevant for the patient recovery journey. Okay? And this is a critical thing. And just let me finish off by telling you that video has something really good, is that it can be fun. Okay? And even in an industry that could be as boring as healthcare, you can actually find people that are doing things that can bring science to life in a way that could be, relevant. And let me show you the start of a small video by Roche, which is part of a program called Drawn to Science, and in which they have shown how you can talk about stem cells in research in a way that even a 10-year-old boy would understand. Okay, so bear with me a second. This is starting, and you'll see why I'm saying what I'm saying.
It's a quick one, Pablo, because we are.
No, I'm done. The only thing is, okay, it's not showing, but I would urge you to go to Drawn to Science and to the Roche YouTube channel and check out the videos they've produced, which I think are fantastic in explaining this in a very simple way. So now that you know my secret, go out there and make millions of patients happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pablo.